What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I hope everybody's doing well today. If you guys are new here, this is Hugh, and for the OG subscribers, you guys know that this is my Red Sea Reefer 350. This is one of the first major tanks that I got into right after the Lagoon 25 all-in-one tank. I was like starting to learn how to reef and keep things alive in that Lagoon 25 in the all-in-one, and as soon as I was able to keep some things alive, my friend was upgrading his tank, and he sold this one to me for a pretty good price. And I have a whole bunch of videos on this tank from scratch, like building it up and everything. You guys should check out the playlist if you're interested in building up Red Sea Reefer 350. But this tank right here, I killed a lot. I killed a lot of corals, anemones, and even fish. I went through a lot of ups and downs with this tank. For anemones, I started out, I drove so far to get like 4 rainbow bubble tip anemones. I put them all in, and overnight they were just like on the move and all about. And I had like a J-bow cross flow up here, and at night it just sucked them all up and chopped them into a million pieces. So the next morning I came out, it was just like obliterated anemones. So it didn't make me quit. I just kept trying. I went back and bought some more, and the seller was pretty mad at me. He's like, he never heard of anyone, he never had an anemone go into the wave maker itself and just kind of kill itself. But that happened to me. I had to learn and adjust my flow and everything. But I got a handful of anemones, and this is what I have. So if you follow back on the channel, I had one big one over here. It started out a similar size as these right here, but because these clownfish, which I got starting off the tank, so they've been with me for a while. These 2 clownfish, they take the pellets and they feed the anemone themselves. So there's one right here, and then there's another one in back right there. If she comes out or he comes out, there you go. They feed the anemones themselves. So this rock right here, they kept feeding it, and then it would get so big that it would split, and I would have 2 gigantic anemones. And then now you see one in back, one in front right here, and then one on the side. They're pretty big. I call it rainbow anemones because there's a green center and orange, and then the tips are like pinkish. By the way, I'm not using a gel filter. I'm just filming as is through my phone right now. The lights are NOOPSYCHE K7 V3s. Ote, he hooked it up. He sponsored this tank with the lights. I originally had 3 AI primes up here, but AI primes, I was following the A, B plus spectrum, and it melted my pucks. These lights have been on for a while now, probably like over a year. New lights have Wi-Fi settings where you can connect to an app. These are older. It had like a little controller. It had presets for SPS, LPS, and custom. SPS was like white, like a white light. LPS was blue. I like the pop with the anemones and the corals in here, so I just set it to LPS, and I never touched it again. So it's timed and everything. It's been running ever since, on schedule, on off, on off. I haven't adjusted or tinkered with it at all. Now, this tank has been very low maintenance. All I do is scrape the front glass from time to time. And I posted a video on my water box 7225 yesterday, and a lot of you guys came in and commented You love seeing the updates and everything, so it motivated me to scrape this tank right here and then just kind of give you guys a little update, because this has been running for a couple of years now. When I started out the tank, I had a whole bunch of tanks in here, and every time I posted a video on this tank, I would get a bunch of tank police coming out and hating on me. But had a whole bunch of tang in here, and the whole goal was to grow them out, and then as soon as they get big enough, we'll transfer them over to the water box 7225. So most of the tangs, the big ones that are not skittish, they're over on the water box 7225, and then over here I have 2 small tanks just for algae control. They're always like constantly grazing for algae and picking it off, so I don't have to worry about hair algae or anything like that. So I have a Tomini tang and a Scopa tang. Scopa tang, you can see in the center right there, he's like black, gray black, so he blends in with the shadows and everything. But I have 2 tanks and 2 clownfish, and that's it for this tank. Nothing else. And like I said, it's pretty low maintenance, just water changes. I don't dose anything or put anything special into the tank or anything like that. It's just an easy going tank that you can just enjoy. I have a whole bunch of anemones here. Had a whole cluster here. I gave it away to my dad, a couple, to get him started into reefing. But low maintenance, and I should give it more attention. Turned off my wave makers, and I forgot or didn't get to turn them back on, and now I have a whole bunch of Kenyan trees and algae growing up here. So I need to do a water change. I'll get like a cyano, because my wave makers are off and the detritus is just sitting in certain parts. So you see cyano popping up right here. The GSP, like random corals are all over the place right here. I just let it do its thing and grow wherever it wants. Back here I have Sunkissed Bounce. Back then that coral was like $200 for one, and this is a frag rack, and it kind of got off the plug and started growing on the rack itself, and I didn't want to like force it off the rack, and I just kind of left it there, and it split into 4 pieces. So that's like hopefully like $800 right there if I do decide to sell it, if they even go for that much nowadays. But yeah, the tank is just random easy corals all over the place just for color, but the main focus was the anemones, and I was trying so hard to get an anemone tank going. And once I got this going, I started getting into higher end anemones, so that was a good experience. So the water box 7225 has a CC Inferno in there. That's like expensive. And then my Lagoon 25, I need to do an update for you guys. That one has like 3 Colorado Sunburst in there. But I keep returning to this tank because even though Colorado Sunburst and CC Infernos are nice, bright yellow orange, I still like these rainbow anemones and rose bubble tips right here. They give out a good coloration as well. But yeah guys, this tank is still chugging along. Let me know if you guys have any questions or anything like that. I know I did like a whole series on this tank with the plumbing and all of that. That's how I learned how to do hard plumbing with the reactors and everything. But let me know if you guys need help or anything like that. I'll be sure to answer all of your questions. But until then, I'll catch you guys on the next one. I'll do an update on the Lagoon 25 soon. See ya.